Welcome everybody to Halkhan does FTB Horizons Daybreaker, episode 10. That's right, we've done 10 episodes of this season, and we're finally in space. If you watched the last episode, you got to see the shenanigans that are involved with getting us here. Yes. And I have a teleporter behind me. Yay. So I can go back and forth to my base at will. Assuming that I remember to do certain things. Like, let's see. A chunk loader would help so that the power here doesn't stop working. So we got one of those put down. And what else we got? So I've got some power here. I'm going to be working on this. So I tried the traditional, let me go to my inventory, oxygen collector and oxygen sealer method to try to get some oxygen here, and it didn't work. So we went a different route. Is this thing still up? So let's try this. Let me go over here. We're going to go back to my base. I'll show you what we did. I sure hope I can get back into space. Alright, get off here. Get up, get up. There we go. Is it still working? It's still working? Okay. So there's still power going upstairs. So, dead end. Let me get my bearings. Okay, we're downstairs. Alright, so what we did is... I'm going to fly. Yeah, fast. Stop. Oh, crash. I made this thing. I came up with an idea. And look how fast we go. Ooh. Came up with an idea on how to get oxygen to the space station. Hey, look, it's the Remy rocket. And so what I did is I extended this room and I built a couple of these electrolytic separators, and they're making oxygen. That's not all I did. I also put some speed upgrades in them. One each. So I'm basically making... What's the speed upgrade do? How much? Oh, oops. So that's basically 4 times speed. And it's making oxygen. It's going into this rotary condensator, which turns the gas into a liquid. Then I'm like, now I gotta get the liquid into space. So I'm like, hey! Okay, I have to give credit to Frizzles for this. Frizzles is my wife. She's like, can't you just use an ender tank to get liquids somewhere else? I'm like, you're brilliant. So she came up with the idea of using ender tanks to get the liquids into space. I told her what my problem was, and she came up with a solution. She's awesome. If she ever plays, you guys should be like telling her how cool she is for thinking of that. That was really awesome. So then, in my inventory, you can see I've got another ender tank here. It's connected to this one. Yay. And with that, let's go back into space now. Do I need to take anything with me before I go back? Oh, we also put a chunk loader here to keep this base going, because it's not that close to the other base. Alright, high speed. Okay, we're almost there. We're almost there. And land. Okay. So then, we're going to go back into space. Let me check my power outage here. How much power are we drawing? This is not looking good. This should be in the thousands. Yep. Just saying. Just saying. Should be in the thousands. This seems to be the only one that's really doing anything. So what do we got going on here? We have the quarry, which could be done. Okay. And the ore plant, which, okay, so that makes sense. The ore plant's not going right now either. So maybe that's all the power we are pulling is to the space station. Alright. Oh, okay. So we'll go down here into our teleporter room. Hey, look, the teleporter is still active. And here we go. And this should put us back on the space station. And it did. We're not dead. Oh, we're not dead. Okay. So the tricky part. I have to move all this stuff. I have to move all this stuff. So this room is going to be the energy / everything room. And that means I've got to get this gas thing in here, and I have another rotary condensator to take the ender tank liquid and turn it back into a gas, and then we need to feed it to the oxygen sealer and hope that we're making enough oxygen in that way to accommodate that. So I have to work on the logistics of how I want this to look, and I don't know what that's going to look like yet. I think I'm going to have to move some stuff here. So let me go ahead and do that off camera, and when I come back, I'll have something awesome, or I'll be dead. BRBs. Oh, what's up, everybody? We are back, and we have a space station. Well, kind of. It's really gaudy. Check that out. Check out those flashing purple lines, and check out this like cool like futuristic thing. These are future blocks, and it's cool. It's cool. I like it. It's really space agey. So it took a while, but I was able to get this whole area sealed off. See, I can go in here and I can pull off my oxygen tanks, and I take damage. Cool. I'm not supposed to take damage because I'm not supposed to be out of oxygen. Because it's sealed. See? I shouldn't be taking any damage. Maybe it's just a spot here that you take damage? Am I starving? I'm not starving. I have food. Oxygen setup is invalid. So that's odd, really. I mean, check pending. Sealed. Okay. That means you're not taking any damage. See, I'm not taking any damage standing here. But if I go out here, I take damage. If I walk over here, I take damage. Further. Further. 2 more steps. And... okay. Fixed it. Crushed it. Nailed it. Can't be stopped. Yep. Absolutely. Ow. Jerk. It's like there's a spot in the center of the room here where you take damage. Oh well. So, let me go back at what I was trying to explain. I tried hooking up the conventional... yes, I have a cat. I tried hooking up the conventional method for doing an oxygen sealer, and I couldn't create enough oxygen with leaves without having this huge room. And of course, the bigger room you have, the more you have to supply with power. And so I went to this other method, of course. So it'll let me in here. So we're making plenty of liquid oxygen. But I have 2 energy upgrades and I have 5 speed upgrades to get enough liquid to gas in here to fill this up to maximize it. Alright, so let's go back to the base so we can take a look around. I'll show you what we set up over here. I might have showed you this already. It's been like a day and a half since I recorded, so I don't remember what I showed you. And I've done a lot of building. Alright, so we're headed outside, in theory. We have lag. I'll fix it. There we go, it's fixed. So we're here. I built this outer building. In this outer building, I created an additional advanced generator setup using syngas, right? So I just have, you know, the mixers and the thingies over here making this liquid to stick into here, and this one is making 4500 RF by itself, okay? And its job is to power this room. And I have 4 electrolytic separators, right? Pushing gas through the rotary condensator, and I'm using 2 ender tanks. So I'm feeding this into both, and then I'm having the ones on the space station pull the oxygen through. And these are pretty heavily upgraded, I believe. So these have 2 speed and 2 energy, is that right? Each? 2 speed, 2 energy. And I think that's the case with all of them. Oh, that one has 4 speed and 4 energy. That's what I was remembering. 4 speed and 4 energy. So we got a ton of upgrades in those to produce enough oxygen and a ton of power to push it up there. I don't know if that's the most efficient setup. It works, It is substandard. It's not. It's using mod packs. You know, I'm not staying within the Galacticraft mod pack to do that. I went outside and added a mechanism to it. I thought that was kind of cool. Of course, I'm supplying my water for my syngas, and of course my coal for my syngas on the outside of this building. And that's what I've really been working on, was a method to get a space station sealed and oxygenated in a larger area. So the plan here is, on the space station, I want to take a gravitational anomaly and use it for power. So we're going to be dipping into the Matter Overdrive mod pack. And in the Matter Overdrive mod pack, we're going to create a reactor. And the idea is we'll create enough power from that to power 2 or 3 of those oxygen sealers. And the oxygen sealers will be spread throughout a larger space station, and hopefully I'll be able to produce enough power with the gravitational anomaly reactor to power the entire space station. And I want the space station to be much bigger. Okay, that is the plan. Now, I guess that means I've got a lot of work to do. Building in space is not easy. The movement controls are very touchy. I'm getting used to it, and it's not as hard as it was. So instead of just continuing to ramble and talk about stuff and things, let me go ahead and get back to work, and I'll bring you back when I've got something neat to show you. And since it's going to be a lot of building, don't be surprised if I jump on to some other sub project and start working on another project while I'm waiting between builds, because of all the building and stuff. It might drive me crazy. BRBs, peeps. hope you enjoyed that montage, and we are close to finishing up at least this portion of our base. What I'd like to do is like to go in here and create a few more blocks of the type that we've been using. I think I have enough. And there's this, there. And what I would like to do is just give myself a bit of a roof without dying. So, while I'm finishing this off, I wanted to talk to you about, I've been playing Ark Survival. Ark Survival's a lot of fun. And we've been playing something called the Ananuki Genesis mod, which is really taking the game to a different level for us. And we're collecting what they call drakes, and we're getting ready to try to get our first wyverns today. They've added a bunch of new mobs, like they are called BA mobs, bad butt mobs, and it changes the power level of the game tremendously. And that's kind of what I've been spending my time on recently, is doing that. And so I decided I need to get back in here and do some more recording, because this is really the fun part for me, Minecraft. I can always play Minecraft, modded Minecraft preferably, and find the enjoyment I need in gaming. I like to be creative. I like figuring out stuff. And Minecraft does that for me, because of all the new mods that keep coming out. Now, this area that I'm building, I don't know if I'll be able to do it. I'm going to try. I don't think I can seal it. We're out of blocks. Alright, we're out of blocks. Yeah, we have a few future blocks, but we don't have any laboratory blocks. Do I have laboratory blocks in here? I don't think we do. Oh, I typed it in the wrong spot. Here, you can do that. Cool. Alright, I don't need a whole lot. I only need a couple more stacks, I think. 3 stacks? That'll probably do it. Alright. Gives you the potatoes. Alright, in here. Give me this. That. That. Let's see if that's enough to finish this up. Don't die. I'm gonna die. That'd be funny. Get all this way, do all this building. Now, I have spent hours on building this base. I tore it down, added some more stuff. I'm using the wrong thing. Added more stuff. I think I tore that down too. Changed it some more, added some more stuff. That's really what I've been doing, is just building and breaking till I got something that I liked. Get out. Get out. Uh-oh, we need to go down. Not up. Down. Stop. 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 Thank you. Alright. Do we have it all? We almost have it all. This is trying to sneak through right here. Oh, that's glass. Yep. I think we got it all. Let's go turn down our machine, or turn off the machine here. So this is the center point of the space station. The building guide, and you can see, looks like I have everything sealed in. Now this area out here is too large, excuse me, for me to seal in currently. And what's down here? I don't remember. That's our below area. Oh yeah, I gotta seal all this in too. So down here, eventually, is where we're gonna put our power to power our base. That is going to be the anomaly. That's the plan anyway. So if I finish off this floor, that would be cool. And then I need to make myself a little reminder that I have a thing down there that I need to go do. So I'll place that, and one day I'll look at that and go, hey, why is that tile different? And then I'll break it to replace it, and I'll see what I'm missing. It might be a while before I get back to that next piece. Get in there. And we want that one. There you go. Now, what does it look like from the outside? Well, in order to do that, I'd have to go out here like this. So we have the ring, right? And it goes all the way around. I'm going to eventually have 4 passages to the main central hub of the space station. I was working on another one here. Haven't finished it yet. And I'm working on one here. Haven't finished that one yet. So there will be 4. They'll all go to the main station. Really? Really? I need a button. Do I have a button? And no buttons there. Is there a button in my inventory? Nope. No buttons there. No buttons there. Well, I can make a button. I need a button. I can't get back into my space station. Let's see. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Put it right there. Open. And we're back in the space station. Look at that. Cool. That's the door. And it doesn't, this type of block doesn't seal air. So before I can really start working with, look at that, see that? This goes to the blue block where the base was first started. That was the first landing block in there. Oh, these blocks were replaced. So these blocks, vanishing blocks, they don't actually seal. So until I can get airlocks, in order to do that I've got to go to the moon and get some ore. But before that, that's what I'm going to need to do. I made a door factory hoping that the molasses stores would be able to be sealed, but they don't seal either. So the only way I can seal this room, actually, and create my oxygen in here where it's sealed, is to do that. So now if we come down here, you can see it's sealed. Yeah, I played around with some different things. Okay, so this is where we are for now. This is what we've got on our space station. The next thing I want to work on is that I want to work on going to the moon. And so we'll be working on making a rocket that will fly from our Earth or planet station down below to go to the moon, and then we'll build a moon station, which will also use a teleporter like the one behind me, and figure out how to get some power there as well. And we'll probably use bubble air there, because the solution that I'm working on to get air into this place has been really challenging and intensive for as far as resources go. See, this takes a lot of stuff, and it's not that efficient, really. I was hoping it would be better than it is. It's not horrible, but in order for a space station this size, I was hoping for something a lot more efficient and more powerful. So I'm going to have to make a bunch of these sealers and place them all throughout the spaceship and have their own oxygen supply. And that's what we're doing. So let me go away and get the next portion of what I'd like to work on started, and we will BRBs, peeps. And we're back. And guess what, peeps? We are out of time. That's all the time we have for this episode. I hope you've enjoyed watching Halkhan does FTB Horizons Daybreaker Season 2. And on our next episode, we are going to the moon. Moon. That's right, because we are awesome. And we're going to build a base there. I'm probably going to start working on blood magic too, because blood magic is awesome. We're going to need it in order to get our gravitational anomaly into space. Yep. That's how it works. There might be another way to do it, but I just don't know how to do it. Can I fly? Can I fly? Oh, I can fly. There we go. So Anyway, have a good one, peeps, and we'll see you on the next episode of Halkhan Does FTB Daybreaker.